So, Zoe Weldon, awesome to be connecting with you. And knowing that the old rules for business are no longer working, why is having a thorough understanding of social media so vitally important in the new paradigm for business? And how does it support people to generate wins and ensure long-term success?
Well, social media allows people an opportunity to show the full breadth of their brand and be able to but be able to build really lovely trust with their clients and with their customers to create a sense of loyalty. And people are looking for brands to be much bigger than what they used to be. And before it was just about selling you something, and now people want brands with heart. So they feel that they can connect with those brands, and social media gives you an amazing opportunity to do that.
And we're all about heart-centered business and living, actually, here at the Mastermind Group. So I'm just wondering, knowing how busy people are, and knowing the time investment that's involved with the Mastermind Group over a 6-month period, what will business owners what will business owners actually physically take away from the time they spend under your mentorship?
The biggest thing that I like to focus on to make life easier for small business owners is having a content calendar. So being able to take all the little pieces of information that allow you to build a strong understanding of what your voice is online. We take all of that information, time, your voice, when to post, themes, all of that information. It sits in one document, which is your content calendar.
Which is a very empowering tool, I guess, to have under your belt. I know that it absolutely transformed the way I feel about social media and the way I'm now using it. So I consider myself a success story as one of your students going through our mastermind program. So yeah, I mean, it is this. I mean, social media is such a beast. Every time you turn around, it feels like there's another channel being launched, or there's something else you need to get your head around. What do you really advise people that are coming to it, feeling like they've had a bit of a scattergun approach? What are the important channels? What do you advise people to do, like, to really sort of get control of it, I guess?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I see with a lot of business owners is that they do feel that overwhelmed with so many platforms, and they try and spread themselves too thin and try and put themselves on all sorts of platforms. And when it comes down to it, you want to be able to connect with, number one, who your people are and where they are. So really being able to figure out where they are initially, and what sets you on fire. Like, what gets you excited about being on social media? Like, that's the best thing to do, because if you love it, that kind of energy gets poured into what it is that you're doing. So it's really important to think about keeping things really focused on one platform, rocking that platform, and then being able to extend from there. And then you can feel like you can be across a multitude of channels. But it's really being able to focus in on a few. And because we are in a visual age right now, there's so much focus on Facebook and Instagram, which is the new kid on the block. And, being able to use something like LinkedIn and using Twitter and Pinterest. And there's a few to use that it can make your life easier to be able to focus on a few of those.
Yeah, you just mentioned that we are in a visual age, very much so. Can you talk to us just a little bit about pictures and how important they are for in the context of social media?
Pictures are so vital, and more so than ever right now because of that. As we were saying, we are in a visual age, and we process information 60,000 times faster through a picture and through our eyes. So to be able to portray your brand, people take that much time to be able to absorb and make a judgment about what your brand is, and be able to take a stand next to your aesthetics and your style. And from there, they make there's an assumption that gets created around your brand. So being able to portray all aspects of your brand through a picture is so key. So it's really important to be able to make sure that you're having beautiful imagery to be able to portray a brand that you feel so connected to as well.
Yeah, and I know we do spend quite a lot of time actually looking at, tips and strategies around how to actually choose the right picture and how to make your pictures look amazing. So just lastly, because we don't have a lot of time, but just lastly, why do you personally recommend people sign up for the Mastermind experience? What are the key benefits, I guess, from your point of view, of people coming in, going through the entire journey and popping out the other end 6 months later?
It's interesting because there's a few things. I think number one, the biggest thing for small business owners is a community. And that is first and foremost the most important thing, I think, for any business owner, to feel like you have people who have your back, who support what you do, and can be a sounding board for what it is that you're doing, so that at the end of this process, you have something that has been filtered through so many different people's eyes, and you have this strong community group. So I think number one, the community piece of it is so huge. And I think the second one is, it is a transformation for people. It's really lovely to get to the other side of this process and feel empowered by your ideas about who you are as an individual, and to be able to do that through a longer period of time. Instead of trying to punch something out really fast, you actually have time to sit within it and discover different parts of yourself, and be able to do that with a group of people that all have the kind of hold this greatest vision of who you can be and really want to see you succeed.
I love that. I love that you mentioned transformation. It is truly transformational. I know that the current group would definitely vouch for that. And so you're a big part of that transformational experience for people in business, and just with your fabulous energy and the light that you bring to it. So thanks for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next group.
Thank you.
See you. Woo!